Business people are having difficulty to come out, pedestrian and the residents.
Different considerations, and as I said, there are other considerations in and around Port Morant Square here that's contributing to the overall flooding that we're having within the square.
Welcome back everyone to another video. So today we're out back in Port Morant, out at Curtis Bottom. And you know from previous vlog where I am. Basically, even if I don't say Curtis Bottom, once you're a long time viewer, you will know where we are. So residents, the MP and the councillor are calling for some sort of temporary fix to this section of the roadway out here in Port Morant. So they want NWA to do something about it. So you're gonna hear from a resident, the MP and the councillor in this video. And I do think that this area needs to be sorted out, as a lot of business places on the right hand side here are affected by the water when it's higher, because right now it's receding, but when it's higher, you know, it's gonna go right in the business places on the right hand side.
The what?
The water. They are suffering almost 3 years. I mean, I tell you, it's a whole heap. As a young youth, a whole heap of money I spend to reach where me there. All the way to go on the road, I know them do it and me pay for it. The hungry man, me say, to give me a help for this man. I ask him, many man in him pass me a loan out there, pump water.
Who is he?
It's a Senate, a councillor. Yeah, so when me that pray, you see right there, so them should have make a catchment right there, so for the water. Because water now have nowhere figure right now. It does settle. This I know will run out from out the side, where rain fall and it settle. It now run from nowhere. So it now nowhere figure right now. So if you know one good thing, Missy can go and dump the road and tilt it to one side for it lead off. Nothing more can, because you can't cut nothing through nobody's place right now. So you have to just dump the road. That's one good thing that I see. And honestly, I am this man, I am the man, I say for help for the longest while. My uncle somebody me can call, but I see me. I say, yo, do what you do, I give you all it. That is it.
Yes.
The Member of Parliament, welcome. Another church here, Port Morant. This is a long-standing problem. What are the plans that you have for the department?
Well, as you rightly said, that this is a long-standing problem. Every time it rains, this is a problem. And you're asking, what am I going to do? Well, I am now the Member of Parliament, so it falls in my lap. I have spoken to the National Works Agency to have this matter rectified. You have heard from the residents who lives here, who feels the pain. What has to happen at this juncture is something temporary, a temporary fix. As you notice that the road is being worked on, the drainage situation is being corrected. I don't know if it's the right thing that is going on. I am no engineer, but what I'm seeing here is a recipe for disaster. Business people are having difficulty to come out, pedestrian and the residents. So my recommendation at this point in time is to ask China Harbour Engineering, which is the contractor, and National Works Agency, to see if they can do a temporary fix here. Because as the resident spoke to you a while ago, he said that the water is not coming from that section now. Whenever it rains, this is what obtains. So if you have heavy rainfall, then it will be catastrophe. So I am now calling on National Works Agency along with China Harbour Engineering to see if they can do a temporary fix. You know, the gentleman spoke about the drain out there, and that drain behind us has to be cleaned in order to to alleviate the situation as it exists right now. I mean, this is untenable. It cannot continue like this. And I really want to see some solution to this problem. I have spoken to the CEO of the National Works Agency, who assured me that he's going to get a team to look at it and to see what can be done to alleviate this problem.
So you spoke to them too?
Yes, I did. I spoke to them.
I was going to follow up. No, that was asking for the representation from me, but no, you answered.
Yes, I've done so. And Mr. Hunter assured me that he will speak with the officers, the contractors, to make sure that this situation is rectified.
My color.
Okay. As a man on the ground, what is happening? I heard persons talk about lifting the road and so on, but as a layman, I think lifting the road might put the water in so. What about, I mean, I'm observing a new drain was just constructed. Should we connect it to this to take the water out?
Well, the thing that confronts us is the reality of the flooding. And I know, as the member of parliament says, that we need to address it from the standpoint of some temporary measure and probably revisit it from an engineering standpoint, because even with the engineering that's going on now, this flooding is happening. I'm confident that we will get the correct engineering solution, but we have to continue to advocate strongly for that. And with her at the helm, I am confident that we will get to the stage where one day we will be able to say that this is a problem of the past. It has been happening for quite some time now, years. And I've been bawling and still not getting the kind of response that we need. There are other issues around that will help to contribute to this, but I am confident that going forward, we have the approach that will bring forward that solution that we see.
Along the main road, normally to flood out there, is that, would you contribute that to the current drain which is being constructed and was taken off that water?
I don't think we would contribute it because, as was said by the business owner here, this water is what just collected from all the roofs of these buildings here. It has nothing to do with down the bottom. It's a different consideration, and as I said, there are other considerations in and around Port Morant Square here that's contributing to the overall flooding that we're having. The visitation from the appropriate authorities will help us to just look at the engineering plans we have and make the necessary adjustments. I believe it can be solved. I cannot tell you how because I'm not an engineer myself, but I am confident that there are approaches that can be used to get the solutions that we need. So what happens is with this water, it kind of shuts down the square. There's a cook shop right over here that once it starts raining, it shuts down. Then there's another business place right here that floods out with regularity. You can see the building across the street. There's no general movement, and then the people who have to get their kids to school coming from up Curtis Bottom are unable to do so. If you look on, you realize that it's just because the water has receded, where we have even a walkway on the side, and that's just unheard of. You know, we have to do something for the citizens. They're crying out to us to work to come to their assistance, and we just have to figure a way out. And as I say, I'm confident that the member of parliament with her tenacity, we will go forward and we will get a solution in the near future.
show them the upper Curtis bottom for the top part. Yeah.
Ini penangga.